Hello everyone, welcome to week 1 of Python Bootcamp. I believe you guys are working really hard, well done. And for those didn't find the time, no worries, we still got like 90 weeks to go. But I hope everyone can enjoy, because I really enjoy doing the exercises. Um, so I was thinking, how can I do a better content for you guys? Because I don't want to reinvent the wheel to talk about those exercises, as we do have courses. But I just like to talk about something I think we all should know, but it's not necessary to go through during the courses, because the most important thing, you need to understand concept and practice the skills. Coding the skills is not knowledge. You don't do that for any exams. So you need to put your time and understand the concepts and just do your code. So let's start with the introduction. So I would like to introduce you to this person called Guido van Rossum. I don't know, maybe I pronounced it wrong, but you got my point. And he's Dutch, and he worked as Google in 2005 and joined Dropbox in 2013. I heard a rumor that he was bored in one of the evening around Christmas holidays and felt he should do something, and then he invented Python in 1989. He's a big fan for Monty Python. And Monty Python, what's a Monty Python? Is a British comedy group. I quite like them actually, even they're really old-fashioned. But Guido named the programming language in the honor of Monty Python. I select one of my favorite one, I would say. You can have a look. Before we diving into writing Python code, we should really ask ourselves, what is code? And actually, we should also think about an easier question before we think about what is code. An easy question would be, what is computer? A computer is a clock with the benefits. Yes, here there are two clocks. Let's say there are two computers, right? They all work the same, doing a second grade math one step at a time. However, computer is a machine. Is, you can imagine like a black box and a receive input outside the box, and then take the output, right? Here is like take is a signal, and it's going to be another box because it receives a signal and then going to process, and then another take and going to another box. So, and then they finish the whole computing process. This is really simplify what is a computer. So the code is a sequence character written by human as an instruction to tell computer to do something, and then give you to get the results. So here I will give you another basic example. We use Python to write operation calculation. We can use Python to calculation, like 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. And I know at the beginning I also think of the same question. Come on, 1 plus 1 equal to 2. I can do it on my own. I can write it on my paper, use my pen and paper. So why should I be bothered to write a code and then to run it to get the results? However, you need to think about, what if you are going to calculate billions of calculation per second. Can you do that? No. So this is where the computing power is in place, and we need to use tool to help us to get the results. Another good way to learn programming, except those exercises you've been doing, is good. And also, I think I can solve the problem by just teaching myself actually by solving a problem. So I look at my bookshelf and I found a book, Python Cookbook. So why not I use this book as my material? I don't need to go to the internet to search. And the first problem is how to unpack a sequence into separate variables. This is really usual. When I was working as data analysis company, they use some sort of data analytic platform. I don't like it because when I finish my work, I need to do coding, I need to do Python. So, but I always encounter a problem is like how do you unpack a data structure. So first thing is, like the question is, if you have an element tube or sequence that you would like to unpack into a collection of n variable. How do you do that? So let's say what p2 equal to 4 and 5. So this is tube, right? And what is tube? So what is tuple? A tuple is an ordered collection of values similar to list. When I say similar, the differences between tuple is immutable. Any data structure, if you create and store it, and you could not modify it after you create that data structure, is called immutable. And tuples is immutable lists. So it's not possible to add, remove, and modify values in the tuple. And so how can we unpack this tuple? And we can see variable name is p equal to bracket 4 comma 5 comma, right? And so what you can do, you can write like another variable called s and y to p, and then you type it, right? And then you call it s again for y. So you automatically assign variable x equal to 4, the first one and the second one. So this is the first we unpack successfully tuples. And the second thing I like to tell you is kind of the question we solved all the time. I Google it all the time actually, and it's a list. I like to introduce you what is a list. A list in Python is an ordered collection of values. And list can hold values of different data types. What does that mean? So if you type it the variable data name as the name, and then the equal and the square brackets, you can say my name is a string. String is a sequence of characters within the quotation mark, and let's say my age, I'm not telling my age, 15, and 91.1 a float data type, 15 is an integer, and tuple, let's say today, March 27, and then we can create dictionary dictionary and dictionary gender male. Yeah, so blah, we create a list with different data types. And I would like to introduce you about the dictionary. A dictionary is an unordered collection of items. They got a pair of a key and values. It's a pair. Key one equal pair with value one. Why did I introduce dictionary to you? Because dictionary is really common data type when you do web scraping, and the data type usually is a JSON. And in Python, those data is stored in dictionary. So let's run it. Haha, we did it. And so how to unpack this list into different variable? Yeah, you can do first. You can create a name. You can create a 15 by weight, 91. I don't know, maybe my marks and date, right? And my gender, and then equal to data, and then you can check out name, David, weight, yeah, and marks, date, and gender. So you can see maybe this should be better, but you get what I mean. So regarding the probability, I like to mention this question. This question is really interesting. When I was in high school, I thought I just could not get it. Why? Why there's the formula is if you pick up a participant randomly is India or a man. Why there's intersection? You need to minus a probability of an intersection. I just have no idea. And people will mention, oh, you should look at the diagram, and because there's you count twice. But yeah, I can't understand it for a long time. So and then I've been working as a data analysis, so many things we were doing. One of many things we are doing is to categorize the sample we got. So we collect the data, and then we need to understand the data set. So for this question, you can see when you read it, you can see actually is just talking about these keywords: Indian, USA, man, and a woman. What's that mean? So that means you need to focus on these key points. And this is really basic level of the ideas you will get, the first layer, and then you categorize them. Oh, man, woman is a gender. Oh, I can put the high level of abstraction, summarize this data, and then USA and India is a country. So what does mean to us when we look at the data? So you will understand, oh, okay, this is talking about humans, and we use two categories to understand or divide or split this data set. And then you following is going to tell you something like doing an exam, but in general you just understand, and then what you would do in work, you just do data visualization basically. But now I just tell you how to solve this question, and okay, I got a 13 and 16 as humans, and the country is 12 and 17. But the problem I mentioned earlier, I do not understand why there's double count. because I forget one of the most important variable I didn't consider. Total number is still 29. So this means sample, the size of a sample is always 29. So no matter how you categorize the sample, the total number is still 29. Yeah, this is really revolutionary to me, and hence this diagram makes sense to me now. Okay, guys, let's look at Boolean query. In my previous work, we spent lots of time writing Boolean query to get the data. Today we look at the concept, or we are going to evaluate condition A, condition B, one step at a time. As you can see, this is a true value table, and what we're going to do is going to notice things we need to understand. Alright, so when you look at the true value table, you can say both condition A and B are false. Therefore, it returns to you A or B is false. What does this mean to us? Let's look at the questions again. What is the probability if we pick up a person randomly and we evaluate the condition if she or he is Indian or a man? So we can tell there are two categories: Indian, man. Python is not smarter than us, so we can ask Python to do something for us. Okay, we'll pick up a person, and the Python look at this person. We're going to evaluate this person is if this person is Indian. False. So Python will not go to that direction. And then Python evaluate this person at the same time. Is this person a man? True. And the Python's process the next step. Python going to categorize this person to man categories. And the Python going to move on. If this person is Indian, yes, right? And Python going to do this person categorize. Python is going to categorize this person into Indian categorize. Hang on a minute. We remember Python would do these two evaluation at the same time, right? So Python is going to evaluate this person whether he or she is man. True. So Python is going to categorize this person to this category. Here's the thing, there's the problem behind this evaluation, behind this step, because he is the same person. You can't just create a person twice in the real life exactly the same. Like there's no two David like me. You will not see another David unless the twins. Even it's twins, the DNA, all the thing is not the same. So we can say unique. Hence I was confused why some value counted twice. I hope you enjoyed the video. I spent a lot of time to make it. I still don't think it's really good quality, but if you can tell me what sort of things I should improve, and I will continue to update and improve. Thank you for watching. Bye.